Greetings to you, brothers and sisters all around the world. Greetings to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Greetings to you on behalf of WTL Ministry. All right, greetings to you. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to share an interesting dream that I had. It was about more or less a week and a half ago. Um, I should not have been living right now based on what happened in the dream. The dream was so profound, it was so deep that I actually almost died in my dream. For example, there are people that would go to sleep and would not wake up the next morning. And of course, we don't know exactly why, but for Christians, we do believe, actually, for some of the Christians, we do believe that it has to do with something spiritual, and it happened to me. Now, I'm going to explain to you the process of what happened, but before I explain the process, I'd like to let you know that for the past, let's say, 6, 7, 8 months, I've been experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare in my life. A lot of spiritual warfare, very deep spiritual warfare. That it attacked the mind. Spiritual warfare starts with the mind first. So it was very heavy for me. And then, as I continue to persevere in prayer and in truth and repentance, God find grace and give me grace again. He brought me back up with the spiritual strength that I was lacking of. That said, and as I was getting back on my feet spiritually, the devil will always trying to find ways to bring you down. And guess who he sent to take me away? Yes, let me get to the dream. So what happened, so that you can have an idea, right? So like I said, I almost died in my dream. So this is what happened. Before I went to sleep, all right, that said, let's get into the dream because I'd like to really help you understand what happened. And of course, guys, I'm not exaggerating here. I'm really telling you the truth, and I'll explain to you why it is truthful that what happened to me happened. And if I was not obedient to the voice of God, I probably would have been dead right now. All right, so this is exactly what happened, right? So before I went to sleep, I was feeling very outlandish, very strange. I felt like somebody gave me something or drugged me. And as a result of that, I wasn't feeling good. I felt like the whole room was spinning with me. I felt like the bed was sinking with me. And that happened in reality. It did not happen like in a dream or anything like that, all right? So that's before I fell asleep. So with that feeling, God put in my spirit, pray before you go to sleep or else you will die. Hi, brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness. God put in my spirit. He did not literally come to me and say, Ken, or Macken, or Makidu, whichever you want to address me by. I'm telling you right now to go and, before you go to sleep, no, pray. No, no, no. God didn't approach me in that manner. He approached me very, very subtle, very, very calm, very kind in my spirit. And how do I know that? Because I have a record with talking to God and understanding how He talks to me. So it is not something that I'm making up, but it's something that I'm used to, all right? And for many Christians out there, you will understand exactly what I mean by that. All right, so fast forwarding, after God told me that, I obeyed. I obeyed. I said, God, 3 times. I said, God, before I go to sleep, I rest my soul in your hand. I said that about 3 times. And why I said that? Because it's like I had a flashback of what happened to Christ on the cross when he was dying. And he said to the Father, I rest my soul in your hand, something like that. All right, I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember it exactly. All right, so I did that. And as a result of that, I just went to sleep with confidence. All right, like something will happen. I knew if I died, my soul would be in God's hand, and if I woke up, that means I succeeded. Guys, listen to this. Right, this is so crazy. Right when I fell asleep, this is what happened. I started dreaming. Exactly when I closed my eyes, about a couple seconds or minutes later, I started dreaming. How do I know that? The time. When I woke up, I checked out the time. Regardless about that, yeah, so when I started dreaming, it was myself and 2 other guys. Now, those 2 other guys, I don't know who they were in the dream. All right, I had no idea who they were, but they were there with me as supporters in prayer. All right, so what happened is that one of those guys got kidnapped. All right, and when he got kidnapped, immediately in the spirit, I understood that he got kidnapped by demons. So I was like, whoa, he got kidnapped by demons. So I told the other guy, okay, he got kidnapped by demons. Let's go in prayer. Oh, guys, man, my spirit was on fire. Hey, my spirit was on fire in the dream. While I was dreaming, I was praying so much, man. My spirit was so much on fire. It was amazing. You know, I was beating demons up and down in prayer, you know. So then, after we finished prayed, in my spirit again, in the spirit, actually not in my spirit, but in the spirit, because in the spiritual realm, when you're sleeping, you're dreaming, you are in the spiritual realm. All right. So in the spirit, God put in my spirit, or you know, that the guy who was kidnapped is back. So I said to the guy I was praying with, let's go to this other door, and we will see the guy. All right. As soon as we turn towards the door, we will see the guy, because I will prophesy over his life that he will be brought right here for us. You know, so as soon as we stepped out, by the way, we were in a church, a big church of Salt Reward. And for those who don't know where Salt Reward is, I'm not talking about the St. Martin people, but overseas people. It's a location in St. Martin. Okay, it's a district in St. Martin. So I was at a Catholic church up in Salt Reward, and what happened there is that we were praying, fighting when we prayed. And all of a sudden, after we finished prayed, we went and I prophesied that the guy who was kidnapped would appear right in front of us at this door. And it happened in the spirit, all right? It happened. And when I say the spirit again, guys, I mean in the dream, okay? So it happened. When it happened, I was like, you know, confident, because now I see that my faith is playing out for real. So I was extremely happy. But guess what the guy said to me, the guy who was kidnapped? He said, they are coming for you next. They are preparing for you. So I was like, okay, let them come, because yeah, I got the power of God in me. Let them come. They will see what happened to them. Okay, they did come. So they prepared this black cat. And guys, by the way, when you see an animal in your dream, it means that somebody is working witchcraft behind you, or demons are really after you. All right. So if you see a black cat or any animals, whether it's a bull, a dog chasing you, it is somebody working out witchcraft for you. So guys, that cat came. You know how cat behave in their nature. They are always silent. They walk so slow, you can't hear them walking. You know, they're light on their feet. They're like, they're like a sneaky type of animal. So that's how it was moving in my dream, or in the spirit. Okay, so I saw that, and I gave it no value, because I was like, yeah, nothing is gonna happen to me, you know, because yeah, I'm in the Lord, of course. And us three guys, we went sit down under a tree in the church. While we were sitting down, the cat jumped from branches to branches, and in the last branches that that cat jumped on, right, he was looking for a better position to jump on me. You know, so when he did that, one of my friends said, like, hey, look, the cat is here, the cat is here. So what I did, I started praying immediately. Just a couple of words, and the cat fell, and I said to the cat, if you want to go back into the original form that you were, you better turn back to the human that you were, to the human that you are. So immediately the cat turned to a human, and when they turned to the human, it looked like a friend of mine who was in high school with me. All right, so I'm not going to disclose who that is, of course. But then when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. And then I continued to pray. And then right after that, I woke up. Guys. And this is the crazy part. That part there, everything I've told you just now, didn't say anything about myself dying. But let me show you and explain to you what happened. So after I woke up, my wife woke up right at the same time with me. And when she woke up, she told me, babe, right in the corner of the room, I saw this Egyptian kind of god with like dark blue, green, black skin, looking at us like he's ready to something. But she couldn't remember the what kind of demon it was. The spirit came to kill me, or came to collect, because that spirit represents what? Death. Okay, so that spirit came while I was in my dream. If I did not succeed by the grace of the Holy Ghost through his power, I would have been dead, because that spirit was in our room coming for my soul. All right, so I understand what's happening right now, guys, is that I'm under a lot of spiritual fear, and my faith is growing, my relationship is growing. For the more you grow, you are growing with God, the more attacks will come to you, the bigger the demons will come, because now you are in a different level. All right, so the demons of Satan will not continue to send little demons to come attack you. No, he's going to send those that are so-called powerful enough to deter you from the truth, to deter you from your success, to deter you from anything that God has planned for you. Okay, because remember, the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Still what? Your grace. Still what? Your peace. Still what? Your blessings. Still what? Your financial blessings. Everything that you have that can give you prosperity, that can give you peace, joy, happiness, the devil comes to steal. So understand that, guys. So I almost died in my dream, of course, because the spirit of Osiris confirmed it. Okay, that's why I understood that I almost dreamed. And before I went to sleep, God put in my spirit, pray before you go to sleep. And I always pray before I go to sleep, but that night was different. And I don't know how different it was, but I knew that before I fell asleep, I was feeling drugged. Something wasn't right, so I obeyed and prayed. So for every one of you out there, if any one of you want to follow us on our Facebook, if any one of you would like to hear more of what we teach on every Fridays, we are welcoming you. We are inviting you to participate, to be there with us, because we have a lot of spiritual truth, a lot of spiritual things, a lot of teachings that we would like to share with you, because with these teachings you will have a lot of understanding of the spiritual things, and your relationship with Christ will continue to grow. Of course, you will continue to be attacked by the enemy, because the enemy is scared of what you will become, because if you become something popular or great for God, you will destroy his kingdom. All right, so understand this.